Hello my loves and welcome back to Eyeshadow Palette Declutter Part 2. Today I've got loads more palettes that I need to get rid of, so without further ado, let's get straight into it because I don't want to be here forever, and we may be. I've decided to sack off the whole idea of separating out my face palettes, so there's some like mixed in here. But without further ado, let's get into it. First one, Manifest Dream Big from Be Perfect. This is a really beautiful palette. Not one I get a whole load of use out of, but one I do want to get more use out of. Then we've got P. Louise, Unlock Your Creativity. If you are a regular over here, you'll know I hate this packaging, but these palettes are just too damn good and it's so infuriating. So I'm going to keep it, even though I hate it. We've got some Odin's Eye. These on my 4 Christmas palettes. We've got Christmas Eve. We've got Merry Christmas. Hey Reindeer, which I can't wait to use for spring, weirdly. And then Snow Dreams. These are all going to stay because they're beautiful and I love them. Right. Lorac Pro and Saskia. This is the Lost in Paradise palette. This is gorgeous. I've only used it a couple of times, so I'm definitely going to keep that one and get some more use out of it. Carnival XL Pro. This is the original. I love this thing and I will use it all. I'm probably not going to use it all up, but I'm going to keep using it. I don't feel the need to buy the new one because I've already got this one and I already love the formula, so we're going to keep that. Okay, we've got some more palettes by He Who Shall Not Be Named. This was a common theme in my other declutter. I was just getting rid of all of them. So I've got Beauty Killer and I've got Androgyny, which are both going to go. We're going to get rid of the... Come on. I mean, why did I buy this? We're getting rid of this anyway. We've got Cremated, which if it wasn't by him, I would love, especially at the moment, but that is also going to go. Jawbreaker was a huge favourite for a long time, but you know, Alien, I don't think you can even get this one anymore. Bit of a random colour story, but I did enjoy it. And then also in here is this one. This is Bloodlust, which we're getting rid of as well. So they're all going to go and be passed on to friends and family because I don't want to waste the money, but I also don't want to promote him on my channel. And then we've also got the collab palette between Morphe as well, which is going to go. Right, I think that's all of those from this tub. There is definitely more somewhere. So let's get into the rest of them. Revolution X Alexis Stone. I never really liked this one. It was a bit dry and weird, so I'm going to bin it because I just don't want to put anybody else through that. We're going to keep Slush number 2 by September Rose. Very pretty matte rainbow palette. Oh, sorry, there is another one here. Thirsty. Great summer colour story. Shame. I've got the Painter's palette from Sample Beauty and Beth Painter. I'm going to keep this one. It's a really beautiful palette. So beautiful, I actually bought it for my best friend because I thought she'd love it too. We've got Kimchi's Virgin Mojito palette. I really like this one. The Kimchi shadows are really beautiful quality, so we're keeping that. These are all for the bin, just because they're so old. So we've got Violet Voss Holy Grail. Let me tell you, I battered that palette. We've got Laura Lee. We've got Hashtag, which again was very battered and loved by me. And then Matt About You. Violet Voss used to do shadows so good. Not so much these days, but there we go. If you want to know what I'm referring to, check out my most recent makeup releases. I've got BH Mimosa. Love this palette. No way I'm getting rid of that one. And I've got Natasha Denona Coral palette, which I love as well. So beautiful. And the shade in the middle is, oh, it's gorgeous. Okie dokie. Sample Beauty Equalizer palette. I just don't need this. I've got so many rainbow palettes that can be passed along. I've got the Jolie Beauty You're on Fleek palette, which is a glitter palette. I'm going to pass that one on. I just don't use it a lot, and it's quite old at this point. I did get loads of use out of it when I was younger. I just don't like it as much now. I'm more of a pigment girl. Coloured Rain Vivid Pigment and Shadows palette. Beautiful. I don't think you can get this anymore, unfortunately. I want to get rid of it, but I also really don't want to get rid of it. I mean, look at those shades. I'm going to keep that one, just for my use. Okay, Nikki Tutorials and Beauty Bay stunning palette. I'm going to keep it. I know you can't get it anymore, and I know I don't mention it on my channel because you can't get it anymore, but it's gorgeous and I'm going to keep it. Sleek Lucid Dreams palette. I'm going to keep this one. It's a really fun palette. I love the fact it's so budget. The shadows are actually really nice quality. It's a really fun colour story. I really like that one. We've got Made by Me, Myself and Mitchell, sorry, from Beauty Bay. This is beautiful. I love this one, but I think I'm going to give this one away because I don't love it as much as the Nikki Tutorials one, and I know I'm going to be keeping most of my By Beauty Bay palettes, so it's like, that one should go. I've got a big Norvina palette here. This is, doesn't say, I think this might be volume 1. Which is all like purples and pinks. It is very beautiful. Do I use it? No. Am I going to use it? Probably not. Oh, look at this shade here. I think I'm going to pass that one along as well, actually. Right. Beauty Bay and Bright palette. That is staying. That's the original one. I've got the matte one here, which is also going to stay. Beautiful, great value palettes. I've got Lorac Artistry Book. That shade's looking a bit wild. It doesn't fill me full of confidence. That shade's looking smashed. I really like this palette, and it's very, very, very affordable. So I'm going to keep this one. How many rainbow palettes does one girl need? That is the question. Right, couple more in here. Beauty Bay Pastels, obviously going to keep this one, it's gorgeous. And Book of Magic, like I said, I'm going to keep all my Beauty Bay limited edition ones apart from the Made by Mitchell because I love them all. Okay, Urban Decay, Game of Thrones. I think I'm going to let this one go. I just don't use it. It's just I just don't use it. I'm going to see maybe if I'm in like a makeup group. I'm just going to see if anybody wants this, basically. And they can just pay postage, because I don't want it. Right. Manifest by Be Perfect. Yeah, that's the one. Getting rid of that. It's too neutral. Don't use it. I've got some of the P. Louise blush palettes from my advent calendars. This one is Take the Whisk. And then we've got Just Roll With It, which is the bronzer, and it's the icing on top, which is like the more neutral blush palette. I'm going to keep all 3 of those. Carnival, The Antidote from Be Perfect. Love this one. A very good neutral palette for colour lovers. I think I'm going to let go of P. Louise Fall in Love with P. Louise palette. I love this one. It's beautiful. I just don't use it, and I know somebody else will get more use out of it. I am going to get rid of this one. I think it's Be Perfect Scepter with the Vivian. I just don't use it, and somebody else will get better use out of it. Okay, Artitude. I've got my Abscission palette, which is this one. And then I've also got my Manita palette. These are both staying. I love both of these. Carnival Interstellar is also staying. It's just the perfect half rainbow, half smoky palette. It's gorgeous. A couple of kind of very less known indie brands here. I've got the Wishbone Cosmetics, Dream Demon palette, which is beautiful. And then the Dreamhouse Cosmetics Midnight Garden palette, which I absolutely love this one. It's gorgeous. So we're keeping both of those. I've got a P. Louise Glow with the Flow blush palette. I've not used that yet. I must use that. I'm going to keep that, but I must use it. We've got Jewels and Gems from Odin's Eye, definitely keeping. We have Affinity 1 from Certify. I was saying it in my last declutter, I absolutely love Certify, and you can't get many of their palettes anymore, but I am going to keep them because I just think they're great. And my new Beauty Bay 42 Pan Smoky is obviously staying. Okay, a couple of face palettes from Likely Makeup. We've got the Fairy and we've got the Clown. These are both staying. I love these both as blush and eyeshadow palettes. You Make Me Happy from Kimchi Chic. I think I'm going to get rid of this one. It's just not really my vibe. We've got Natasha Denona Xenon, which is absolutely 100% staying. And we've got the Serenity from Cosmic Brushes. Love, love, love that one. I don't know whether you can see that then. Giddy Up Cowgirl Reloaded from Jenna Tutorials. This is a really great kind of everyday palette because I got rid of the He Shall Not Be Named one. I'm going to keep that one. And I'm a bit torn about this one. This is the Escape Pod from Kaleidos. This is beautiful. I don't really use it, and you can't get it anymore. And will somebody else get better use out of it? Possibly. I'm going to put that one in there and just, yeah, move on with my life. Okay, Benefit Hoola Contour Palette. I'm going to keep this one. I love Hoola bronzer in every aspect. It's Likely Makeup Ugly Palette is not ugly at all and beautiful. Keeping Beauty Bay and Jade. This is a stunning palette and I love it and I'm keeping it even though you can't get it. Pat McGrath, Divine Blush and Glow in Divine Rose, keeping that. Oh, I love this palette, but you can't get it anymore, and I'm torn. It's Huda Mercury Retrograde. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, I'm so torn. I don't know about this one. I'm going to keep this one for now, I think. And then I've got the Makeup by Tammy Chasing Butterflies palette, which I don't really like. I'm going to get rid of that one, I think. So, I feel like we made more good progress there. I feel like all this stuff didn't fit in this box before, and it's probably almost going to now, which I'm very impressed with myself about. So if you did enjoy this one, don't forget to give it a like. I'm going to have another declutter coming. We've got another eyeshadow palette declutter to do, and then I think I'm pretty much done. Then we're going to be filming my makeup collection. So I do hope you did enjoy this. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, hit subscribe. And if you want to make sure you never miss another video, hit the bell icon and YouTube will notify you next time I post. You've been fabulous. I've been Coleoftheball, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.